everybody, and welcome back. Oh, wait, what? You can't see me?
Where are you?
Ta-da!
There she is.
Whoops, I went a little too
Oh.
far. There we go. Hello. Hey, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue, and I'm from OML Embroidery. Over there is Dawn.
Hello.
There we go. You should be able to hear him better. We've rearranged everything, and it's pretty good.
We revamped a lot of computer stuff, and what a headache.
Yes, I actually do have a headache from it today. We did a little test this morning, so thanks everyone for that. Oh, if everyone notice I'm wearing my OML Embroidery Gang shirt. See this? Awesome.
And give it and let us know how the sound is, please.
Yeah, the sound should be fine.
Should be good.
Hello. Yeah, it's fine. I'll try not to whisper. Now the microphone is right over Captain Jack, so hopefully it will not be too loud. We can move it a little bit, so let us know. We're still testing. So how about we go to the desk and get this party started?
The desk is up.
Thank you. All right. I have lots of room. Everything's different. I'm on a different desk. So it's kind of cool. I have a little bit more room to play around. So today we're going to do Christmas in July, which is super fun, except for I'm not going to use Christmas fabric. I tried pre-cutting my little gingerbread guy on my scan and cut, and it didn't work because of it's cheap, I guess, and it's too thick, and it didn't like it. So we will have a backup for that. So warm and natural batting, and look at the colors I've chosen. How
like
beautiful
that.
is
That's
that?
nice.
Isn't that pretty?
Very nice.
Those are my backing, which, yeah, you know, with all the commotion, I totally forgot to iron it. So, I mean, nobody's that surprised, really. But I had this jelly roll, and I saw it, and I thought, I only have one piece of it, and I thought, that's the perfect kind of scrap kind of thing to start building on. So I pulled out the purples. These are the thread colors I've picked. Purple, and it's greenish and turquoise sort of
Tony
thing.
says, cool nails.
Cool nails, why thank you.
And Sarah J says, don't say crappy felt.
Don't say what?
Crappy
felt. No, it's better than the crappy batting that I had once. That stuff was nasty.
True enough.
Yeah. So I picked out my colors. I'm going to use white for the icing, and I think everything's going to look absolutely beautiful. So I don't have my iPad in front of me. It's over that way. Everything's changed. So if there's any questions, if you're on Facebook on the page, or if you're in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group.
On Facebook, the names aren't coming up.
No,
with
they're not.
the chat, so just, we won't necessarily know who it is. But
Yeah,
we'll-
they
we'll-
don't show,
we'll
the
answer.
names don't show up, but if we're going to keep this software, we can fix it so the names will show. So, if there's any questions, we will be able to see it. YouTube, we see the names. Facebook, we don't. We're going to try this new software, so everyone can let me know what you think. If there's no more questions, I think we should get stitching.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, so over to the machine, Don.
Captain Jack is up.
Captain Jack, I am going to move the microphone a little bit there because it was really close to my thread.
Don't bump your head
On what?
on the microphone.
Really?
Well, I don't want you to bump your head on it.
Well, I'd have to like lean forward on purpose to do it. You just stay in your own corner.
I kind of am. You got me boxed in over here.
I know. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. All right, so we're on this camera. This one. Which
We're
should...
on the close-up. Do you want the screen up?
No.
Okay.
No, I do not. The first step that we're going to do is we're going to stitch the placement. But before I get started on that, I'm using a 5x7 hoop, and I'm using no-show mesh cutaway. And if you don't have the no-show mesh, it's not necessary. I just happen to really like it. It's nice and soft and, you know, it's lovely. But any cutaway will do. So let's get started. I'm so happy to be finally stitching this. I cannot wait to see what it looks like in the purple. I think it's going to look amazing. So yay. The machine works. I'm happy.
All is good.
Looks great. Yeah.
Said it looks great and sounds good on both YouTube and Facebook.
Okay, good.
Judy Quilt checked them both.
Oh, thank you, Judy Quilt. We appreciate that. So, for the next step, we are going to lay down our warm and natural. Now, you don't have to use warm and natural. I just happen to like it. I happen to have it as well. So, and we're going to be doing lots of applique and some folded fabric. And you can decide if you want to do all the fancy stitches or not. They look great, but the folded fabric would look awesome as well. So either way. I also like the rounded edges. Captain Jack really likes his new table too. We have lots of room now, back and forth, so the big hoop isn't gonna hit me, which is nice. There we go. Awesome. Now you can trim this down if you want. I'm not going to worry about it. We can do it after. And we're going to start with our beautiful purple placement. So the first one, let's do the placement, and then we're going to stitch it down. The only thing you have to remember about this one is you got to leave a seam allowance because we're going to put it all together at the end. So that's our placement. Now this one is applique, not folded fabric. This is going to look amazing. So I usually do designs and I turn them into Christmas. And now I'm doing a Christmas design and I'm not using Christmas anything. So, you know me. I like to live on the embroidery edge. Why not, right? So I'm going to try to get this as straight as I can. And I have the selvage edge here. So I just want to make sure that's not going to show up. And I should be good. And I have plenty. So let's stitch this down. And then we're going to start with our folded fabric, which should be pretty darn easy with my jelly roll piece. I keep all my scraps. It's nice. It comes in handy. It's gonna stitch it down twice. Oh, I love that purple. Thanks, Judy Quilts.
Thanks, Judy Quilt.
Yeah, that I have solid, because this is, like, perfect. I should have maybe checked for a turquoise, but meh, what are you gonna do? Okay, so I know you're gonna whoosh right over here for placement. But I'm gonna pop this out just right here. I'm gonna do it at the machine because we're gonna be covering it over. And this is the only part you want to trim. So, Lynn, do you know why, Lynn? Why you only want to trim one part? Seam allowance. Yes, you have to leave a seam allowance because we don't want it to fall apart. So, placement for the first folded fabric, which is gonna hopefully look stunning. Stunning, I tell you, stunning. So with folded fabric, the next step is just going to be a line. And you can see where it's going to stitch right here. And you want to place your fabric down. Now I could leave a bit if I wanted. I'm not going to worry about it. I do want it straight though. So when the fabric folds over, you make sure it covers the line. So sometimes you can use scraps and sometimes it gets a little bit tricky. I'm good to go on this one, so I'm gonna let it go. What are you smiling about?
I didn't think much the screen was here.
What kind of a thing?
Only about
Oh. I've spent so much time doing this. I'm impressed, but
you're
not
burned
really.
out on
Yeah.
the software. I get it.
Yep. It's
I
been a
totally
long
understand.
day. Long day. So I'm just folding it over, and I'm going to look how close that purple is to matching. That's awesome.
It looks really good.
Yeah, this is going to be really cute. I just finger pressed it, and now we're just going to stitch it down. So we have a beautiful fold right there. And I love this effect. I got it pretty straight too. There we go. Stitch down twice, you do that. So again, we only have one little cut to do. So I'm going to do it at the machine because it's going to be good. It's because we don't want to cut well, okay, I do want to cut this side, the right hand side, because there's a lot extra. And we just want to cut here. And you don't have to be too perfect about it because, again, we're going to cover it up with another piece of folded fabric. So it's just a quick trim, and we're going to do the placement for the next one.
Karina says folded fabric is so neat.
Oh, it looks so beautiful. And that's why I said if you don't want to do the fancy stitches, you don't have to, because the folded fabric just adds so much to it. So that's our placement. And again, why we do the placement is because we want to make sure when we fold it over that everything gets covered. So the other thing I like about folded fabric is it's just a little line that stitches out. So if you're not happy with how it placed or like it moved or something, it's only a little bit to pick out, which I think is a great get out of jail free card. It could save you time for sure. Save you time. So beautiful, beautiful. I'm happy with it so far. So we're gonna fold it over, and we're gonna press it down a little bit. See, it kind of static sticks to the batting. That was super easy, and I have a nice fold. You can use tape if you want as well. I don't usually, but if you have, fabric that's not the nicest, then you can. It helps. And look, we're almost done with this. I gotta cut another piece. Whoops. So a perfect use for a little bit of leftover jelly roll fabric. So we're gonna trim, and I'm just gonna do it right here. I won't be trimming the gingerbread man like this because it requires a little bit of precision, but for this one, what the heck. There we go. So carefully put it back in, and we're gonna do the placement. So everything's smooth so far.
Yeah.
Got a nice view. That purple is fab. I know. So placement, and I'm gonna just do a repeat of the same color. I wish this was big enough. I would actually do gingerbread man in this. Maybe I should have sewed it together. Remember when we did the block of the month? Mm-hmm. And I had some leftovers, Tula Pink.
I remember that.
That looked so great on the apple cores. I loved it. So are we straight? Close enough. Close enough. There we go. Stitch it down. This is our last folded fabric. So I think it's going to look great. Now, the Christmas colors, don't get me wrong, Christmas colors look amazing for this design. It really looks good, but I like to do different stuff if you haven't noticed. Now on this one, when we fold the fabric, we got to make sure that we have a little bit of seam allowance. I probably should have said that before I put the fabric down, but there you go. Look, that looks beautiful. So I do have enough seam allowance. It's right there, so that's enough. So, shall we stitch it down? Beautiful. Then I think we're going to go to the gingerbread man. I love it. Nice, bright, beautiful colors, and it's less a Christmas one and more a cookie one. Any questions going on, Don? I haven't been able to look.
If you...
All right. Let's do the placement for gingerbread while Dawn is if-viewing. If-viewing? There we go. Gingerbread man! He's gonna look so good. He's nice and fluffy. Judy Quilt having trouble?
She's trying to figure out how to highlight.
Oh, they'll sort you out on that. So I'm going to use felt for my gingerbread guy. Just, I think it would look good. Make sure everything's covered. Loving it. So that was placement. Put the fabric down, and now we're going to stitch it down. And then we'll do a little trimming. And I guess we'll toss out his deformed twin that didn't work on my cutter. See, look, it gets kind of puffy. I love it. So cute. Even in purples, he's so cute. Yeah, I like him. Stitch it down twice so we get a nice hold. Check. 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 Oh, they're still talking about highlighting names.
Judy Quilt's on her iPhone.
Oh.
She's having trouble finding some things.
It's a little hard, for sure. Okay, so let's go over. I can't say back. Let's go over to the desk, Dawn.
Desk up.
And am I in good shot? The middle should be the middle, right?
The middle is the middle, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm having trouble rolling my chair over
Stick
there.
as close to the middle as you can.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Might have to move the camera a little bit. Okay, so I am gonna trim my gingerbread man out. We don't have to worry too much with the felt because it does look okay. And we will be doing satin stitches to cover it over. So what was your answer for, are there any questions, Dawn?
No.
Oh. All right. We still have people in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group going on?
6 people in the group watching because that's the one I'm on.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, but we have a total of...
Total.
I saw it. Where is it? 81.
81. All right. That's pretty good. It's an off day. I don't usually do videos on this day. So that...
It's a much better day than yesterday.
I don't want to...
Today started out bad and got better, and yesterday started good and got worse.
Well, I don't want to talk
we're
about...
off to a better start.
I don't want to talk about yesterday. Stop talking about it. I don't want to.
It never happened.
No, it was kind of bad. So, next we're going to do some fancy stitches. And I'm going to go ahead and do them. I think Gingy would look fantastic without any fancy stitches. Because the folded fabric here is so nice. See how that would look? Obviously we have to finish them, but I think it would look great. I think I'm going to do these colors. So I'm going to put them closer to my machine.
Shirley says she just cut several gingerbread men out on her
Back to the
SNC.
Scan and cut.
Oh, scan and cut. Using material magic, and it cuts perfectly.
Yeah, this is just lousy stuff. That's all. I didn't really think it would work, but the Scan and Cut didn't like it. So I am going to change my thread. So maybe you can go to the big view for that, Dawn. And...
Super wide?
Well, no. No.
Just the wide.
Yeah. I told you. And now... You can see, can you? Oh no, you can't quite see. I was gonna say, you could see that I got rid of the graveyard, but maybe you can't.
Almost. You can see part of the graveyard.
Well, I'm gonna try not to keep a graveyard. I probably will, but you know, bob and changes happen. So I'm putting in the lighter purple because I think it's gonna look amazing. There we go. And we're going to do just a little bit of quilting stitches. You can go back to Captain Jack, though. Little bit of quilting stitches just to add some interest to it. And I noticed the back of my head was showing in that last one, so I'll be a little careful with that. Look how pretty that color looks. Oh my, I love it. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just kind of thinking here what colors. I think the light purple and the green are going to work quite nicely for me. But I'll see. It's got to do some cover stitches. Ooh, nice view. That's fantastic. I like it. Now we're jumping right into the satin stitches, which does kind of cover up our folded fabrics, but it looks better than just an applique, because on the thinner parts, the applique, like the edges, would show through, so I think this is the way to go. It's awesome. Karina says, no, Alicia, we're working today. Oh, you must be our good luck charm. As long as the Norseman's in the wood shop. Yeah, no kidding, right? I have Bjorn. Did you guys see Bjorn? He's still in the protection game. That's awesome. I have a graveyard of all different colors. Sometimes my machine is naughty and pulls up bobbin, and I have to use the same color. So I have about 30 colors in my graveyard. That's not bad.
It's a big graveyard.
That's pretty good graveyard. I don't know. I'm trying not to do it. You know, bad habits and all. Lynn says, my favorite stitches. Yes, the satin stitches. So, should we? I think I am gonna switch to the green. I was kind of on the fence here because I think the green would look great on the purple.
Well, the Norseman's beside her. He's just gaming, that's all.
Oh, alright.
Keep gaming, Norseman.
Thread changed, Dawn. So I am going to change the thread. And I'm going to do the green just to bring it out of that jelly roll fabric. I think it's going to look fantastic. Whoops, there we go. So it's kind of a funny green. There we go. It's kind of a funny color of green, but I think it'll look good. I couldn't match the turquoise part well enough because all the ones that I had were too blue and way too bright. It would have kind of overwhelmed everything. So there's my little green. Let's go and see how that looks good on the purple. How good that looks on the purple. I hope it looks good. Oh, it does. I like it. I like it already. So this stitch that it's going on right now reminded me of ribbon candy. And I thought, I don't know if you really want green ribbon candy, but isn't it cute?
We can see your name on Facebook. Yes, we can.
Well, I can't. I'm on YouTube.
No,
Dawn can. She figured it out. Aren't you clever, girl? Look how good that looks. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, just because you buy a Christmas design doesn't mean that you have to do a Christmas design. Now
they're good for any time of year.
well, yeah, why not? Now this, if you do this stitch in red, it's gonna stitch more in between, and it looks a lot like a candy cane. On this one, I think it's gonna look like a ribbon, and I'm really happy with that green. I think it's lovely.
She thinks it looks like ribbon candy. She loves that stitch.
Yeah, I love it. I just thought it's a narrow kind of border there, so why not? So I think I'm gonna change my color again, Dawn.
Okay.
Take the green off, and I think I'm going to do a darker purple right here. So I might be changing my mind about what color Gingy's icing should be. I was gonna do white, but I don't know if I want white. I think the white might be a little too bright, because there's no colors like that in it. I don't know. There we go. So we're doing a really dark purple, and let's see, a little bit of quilting stitches. That's a great view. You get to see me a little bit, or all my hair anyways. Oh, this is a pretty one too. Yeah, why not? I just want to see what the purple looks like. Yep, I like it.
Looks good.
I think I matched my colors pretty well today. I don't always, but I do like this. These are like snowflakes, and it gives it a nice texture when you feel it. It's awesome. Sue, did you do a video on those designs using puffy foam? I haven't done any videos on that because I've spent the last 2 days ripping my hair out about streaming. So, look at the eyes. The eyes are peeking.
Peeking eyes.
Puffy foam is awesome. I will have to do that. I think that would be fun to play with. One of the designs I really love is Anita Good Design, and I think they did animals with puffy foam on the outside, and I thought that looked fantastic. Well, that's something to play with. Oh yeah, tomorrow, you guys, tune in, Anita Good Design, and it's the Animal Adventures, and I'm doing the bunny, but I'm doing something really, really special with it, and I think you guys will really like it. I've done a few squares, but we're going to be doing the 2 applique bunny squares. It might take a while, but it's awesome. Back when they came out in last December. I don't know, I'll have to do a search. I have, well, 1,100, 1,200 videos on the channel. Phew. It's a lot of videos. I need a drink. So, what are you making faces for over there?
Yeah.
I can see Don better now. He's just kind of like beside me. I put a table in between us so I don't get man cooties or anything like that, but I can see him, and apparently he makes a lot of faces while I'm stitching. Right, Don?
Yep.
A lot of faces.
I make faces so you don't have to.
Nobody can see if I'm making faces, so. Awesome! I like the dark purple. I like the texture, like I said. It's awesome. So, yeah, you can make your Christmas gingerbread design. You can start early for Christmas, because everybody knows it never gets done. What never gets done? Everything. So many things you want to do for Christmas, and it get done. So there we go. I love the purple that just stitched. That matches almost exactly. Now I think we're going to be getting to some decorating. So, now these colors are together. So it's going to stitch here, and then it's going to do as icing. So I don't want white right there. I'm going to change my thread. I don't want this dark blue. I want the, or dark blue, dark purple. I want the lighter purple, which I think will be very nice. Are you answering people? No. He's figuring something out. All right, so changing here to the light purple, and then I might stop my machine after this. It's all in one thing, but there'll be a trim, and decide if I want to do the light purple for the icing for Gingy. But let's do this part first, then I'll stop my machine. It's easy to do if you want to add, if you want to add a color change in and there isn't one. See how cute that looks? Oh, that brings it all together right there. That's awesome. See the colors, Dawn?
Yeah, looks good.
Beautiful. So it's kind of candy cane, but it's green and purple. Who'd have thought? That looks great. So this whole color scheme started because I found a piece of jelly roll. Okay, so if you wanted to change your thread, I just press the stop button and then you can go ahead and change it. But I think I'm going to do it in the light purple just to bring it all together. But so if there isn't a color change, that's all there is to it. Just when after it trims, just press stop. The carriage might move to the next one or it might stay where it is, and that's fine. And then you can just change the colors as you want. Like, for example, on this part, on all the parts, this and the satin stitches are the same color. If you wanted two colors, you can go ahead and do that. It's easy, for sure. Fab camera transitions, Dawn. There you go. Looking so cute. Hi, Cindy King.
Somebody on Facebook said they looked
Yes, aren't they delightful, I guess, is the word. So pretty. Oh, see, I like the pink. Looks more pinky on tan like that. I like it. See, this is gonna be groovy. Do you know where my masking tape, painter's tape is? I haven't seen it for ages.
Is it hanging on the side of your card over there?
I think that's duct tape, but I could be wrong.
I thought there was painter's tape there too, but it might have.
It's just because I know that this will be kind of touchy when I put the... Maybe I can use my Pokemon thing though. Yeah, I kind of like the purple. Why? I mean, why not? Not the buttons. Not my gumdrop buttons. Next.
You do that too good.
I know. Not my gumdrop buttons. We're Shrek fans, so we quote Gingy a lot, probably. Probably too much, but not really. How cute is that? So I am going to use the lighter brown for the outside, although I could keep the same color, but on my other one, my tester one that I did, I used gold, but I had really dark felt for the gingerbread man, and it didn't photograph very well. It looked kind of as glowing or something. It looked really weird, so I'm like, nope. I think this stitch here is my favorite. The candy cane looking stitch. I think it's beautiful in any color. Alright, thread color change, because we're going to change to gingerbread kind of brown. The turquoise on my nails matches the turquoise in the jelly roll fabric.
Nice.
So just a tan color. There we go. I like where this the Captain Jack camera is done. I have much more room to thread.
That was a good solution then.
Yeah. Yep. We had it in a different place and it's on a big boom arm and it was down a bit low. lower than it should be, and I hit my head so hard I saw stars. And I just said, Dawn, this has to move. I'm not doing this. There's no way. All right, let's start with the satin cover stitches. These ones, Lynn, are your most favorite. So I kind of matched my gingerbread man. So yeah, it looks good. It's not too light. I didn't really want white because I don't want to bring white into it.
No, that's a nice edge.
Yeah, I just, you know, you don't want to leave the raw edges. Although I do love raw edge applique. It's things to do, for sure. But this covers it up nicely. So now I can look at the chat. So I'm on YouTube, and Dawn over at the computer can see all of the Facebook ones. I was kind of hoping that there would be a ton of people hopping in from the OML Embroidery University Facebook group, but it's all new, and we're only doing it today because we had so many issues yesterday. It was not fun, I'm telling you. Not fun at all.
I can't check Facebook now because my Facebook keeps crashing.
Why did it go on the like the internet, not use the app? I tend not to use the app. Yeah, I did that on my computer because it wasn't really working very well. So look at all those colors, and we're almost done, guys. It looks so complicated, but it really isn't. Just thought it was fun. So on YouTube, more comments. Yeah, thank you. Oh, Alicia has a hard time with the Facebook one because it buffers so slowly on Facebook. She prefers to watch it on YouTube. Now, YouTube is the main part of all that I do, so we'll always be streaming to YouTube and sometimes streaming to Facebook. It just really depends on what we're doing, and we're just trying to make things even easier for everyone, you know, to find the videos, to watch them. So pick which one you're happiest watching at the time. Don't forget to subscribe and like the videos. Every little bit helps, and it's kind of awesome. We want to keep the channel growing so I can keep doing all this because I'm having fun. So Saturday we are going to be doing the leaf design part 3, and on this one I'm going to be using templates, paper templates, no tech. So we've gone through the high tech of the luminaire, medium tech we'll call it, using the camera, which was easy enough. I liked it. And this time we're gonna do the old-fashioned, hand quotes there, old-fashioned, but I think ultimately maybe a little bit easier templates. So we will be working on that, and that should help everyone get through the panels. And then after that, I'm gonna finish up my design, my leaf patterns, and then we're gonna go on to the big bloom, and it's gonna be awesome. And Monday we have Mugrug Monday, and it will be on Monday next week. A mug rug from Dawn's Den, and it's super cute. So just for something completely different at Dawn's Den. It'll be nice. The testers really liked it. So if you have any licensed fabric, just save yourself a little scrap for Monday. Look at, he looks good. He looks like golden edges on him. I think it's awesome. Did you get back into Facebook, Dawn?
Yeah.
I don't know why your app crashes. They probably just need to update it. That happens. So the next part is going to be a little tricky because I have not located my tape.
Karina's asking about your podcast.
Yeah, I know, I haven't gone back to it. We're thinking of a lot of people who do live videos. They take the audio from the videos and they make a podcast out of it. We're not sure how that would work, but like even TV shows do that. I listen to 2020 or Nightline, I guess it is, just about every night, and it's just I listen to it, I don't watch it. So I wonder if we can try that. I don't know. I've had big projects on the go for the last couple of weeks, and I just can't quite keep up. And then, of course, with all this kind of problem and moving my whole office around, I'm getting pretty tired. But the what? The podcasts are still there, and I will for sure get back to them.
Rhoda said she gets the most helpful, amazing videos popping up.
Yay! Thank you. Oh yeah, don't forget about the designs on your cookie.
Jude wants to know,
Can one oop?
yeah. Can one wash felt that will hold up if we spill something on the bucket?
Yeah, felt isn't bad. Probably this felt is on the lower end of crappy. Just don't iron it, but generally we don't iron embroidery because of the thread. You put a little thing over it. I have not had any troubles with using felt on mug rugs. It kind of absorbs more, so it's kind of good that way. But yeah, you get what you pay for, so maybe pay more than 10 cents for your piece of felt. This stuff pulls apart. That's why I keep calling it crappy, because it pulls apart. So I love how this turned out. I'm so happy. But now we have to put it together. So we are going to do the backing on it. So what I've done, so not super close up there, Don.
Okay.
No, okay. Take a piece of fabric and we're going to fold it in half. And this part here is the fold. And it does generally work a little bit better when you iron it, but you know me. I don't even know where I'd find it. It's not far, but ugh. Then the second piece is going to go the same way. And the only thing that you have to make sure is that your folded pieces go over everything. So you want an overlap of at least an inch. It works a lot better. Now, I don't have any tape, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to keep this down.
Use your Pokemon.
Yeah, I know. It still probably won't work. He's better than McDreamy, but still. So we're going to stitch it down, and then this makes it super easy to turn, which is a nice way of doing it. I like it. Don't put your fingers like I do, please. There we go. It also comes out a little bit smoother if you iron it. It pulled a little bit, but that's okay. So I will show you how I did this before. I usually use masking tape if I have to use any tape at all, but mine is missing in action, so it's no big deal. Work with what we got, right, Don? That's what I always do. So you could tell it's a little puffed up here and there's nothing holding it down. And when it gets closer, much closer, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna do a trim. And it only takes a second. Wait till he does his little dance thing and shift and then put it down. And there we go.
Well, that's a smart idea.
Yeah.
It worked out great.
Yeah. It works. So now everything's held down and you didn't pull it or do anything. Tape is just as easy because then you don't have to stop the machine. But it's a good trick if you have, you know, kind of tough parts to stitch right there. Awesome. Nice back stitch to hold everything tight. And happy music. Cue the happy music. There it is.
Yay.
All right, Don, we're going to go over to the desk and we're going to finish this. Let's finish this. Desk is up.
Yep.
My scraps. So we're going to completely take it out of the hoop. And it's so nice. I have so much more room.
Good.
I think it's awesome. Yeah.
Nice layout, man.
So far so good. I haven't bumped a camera. And I feel like I have a little bit more room. So I think that's really cool. So I'm going to get my good scissors out. Oh, it's even beautiful from the back. So these are my kind of heavy duty Ginger scissors. And then we're just going to trim it. And it does not have to be perfect. You don't want to go too close to the line though, because you don't want the threads to come apart. But this is why I didn't bother trimming anything on it, because you trim it all afterwards, which is nice. So then you can, you know, clip the corners. Some people for rounded corners will do it this way, but I'm just gonna clip them like they were square, because why not? And if you don't want to clip the corners, then hey, don't clip the corners. So
makes it sit better, right?
Yeah, it makes it turn better. So now, because we've done our Mugrug like this, it's just a matter of turning. And I am gonna get my Pokemon and just gently pop it out like that. You don't want to push too hard or use anything sharp like scissors, because you don't want it to poke through everything. So, purple Christmas-ish Mugrug on Mugrug Monday-ish. It's very ishy today. Very ishy. This is the handiest tool. I just like it. You probably have to give it a quick little iron, but it's super easy. Now, what else you can do, because we have the backing open here, you could slip in some plastic easy enough and make it waterproof. So I usually fiddle around, you kind of roll the corners, and I would give this an iron, and it doesn't look Christmassy, and Gingerbread Man looked fantastic with his purple icing. I really love how this turned out. So, guys, Christmas in July, you do not have to use Christmas fabric. This is my favorite stitch of the whole design. I love it. Next time I use it, I'll make it a little bit wider. And don't forget to join me tomorrow for a special Anita Good Design stitch along. It'll be awesome. And make happy gingerbread men. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for helping us out with our tests. And we're gonna try again tomorrow and see what we think. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.
Bye.